what I'm going to be looking for on Infected is finding fast spawns, going with your team, and I'm going to be looking at your tank to see how you play that. But just starting out already, like this hunter spawn, it's fine, but I prefer to either go in the bushes or on top of the billboards. So let's just see how this plays out here.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, look how much work you have to do to get in there. Like, you landed, but to get in you have to climb over a lot of stuff. And of course this is a pug, so I'm not expecting there to be any kind of like team communication here. So I'll be a little lenient on stuff on Special Infected, because you only have control over your class. Alright, so now we're coming up on your tank. You're gonna want to work your hittables into favorable positions. There is a third hittable you could go for nowadays, but I don't think it's worth the chip when they have unsilenced. This is good here of you to not take the damage that you would have been taking if you went for cars, because now your hit's up, so there's some sort of presence that your team has. Your boomer missed, so there's nothing you can do about that. Honestly, there's nothing you can ever really do about them shooting you here. But you've managed to not really take much damage. Oh, that was a bad hit. You want to angle it. You want to angle it more, kind of over the building, toward the street. This kind of was lined up to the bus here. Now it's kind of stuck. But something that was good about the car hit was that it was a helicopter. That was a good hit. Really good hit, actually. So now they can't stay on the highway. They're probably gonna try to go forward on you. So it's up to your team now. It's pretty much out of your hands at this point, and your team has not helped you. Oh no, the car. This is still really good. It could still be really good damage. Oh! Good job not tunneling the hittable. Oh, that's unlucky fighting. Yeah. You got a T-Rex arm on him, but that's fine. You got your corner locked up. Oh, that's another T-Rex arm. Alright, you're getting juked a bit here. Now, I could probably play it back, but I think what happened is that you're falling back from him. You're letting him kind of control it. You just gotta really just hold W into him. Make sure you're as close as possible when you're punching. You were a bit anxious with your spitter there. Like, I understand you have to kind of get the spit off since you jumped in, but yeah, you type in chat, you're bad. Just gotta acknowledge that the Charger's probably gonna keep going and hit the pole, and just either pre-fire it forward or just track him and play reactively with it. Alright, so now that we're on Survivor, things I'm going to be looking for are crosshair placement, so just like general awareness of where spawns are going to be by looking at expected spawns. Positioning, so blocking spawns, staying in safe spots. And that's pretty much it, as well as kiting tank. So we're going to be looking at a lot of tank fights here, I feel like. Good job shooting the spitter. If I were you, I would have committed to like trying to pick the spitter. Just because spitter is the only way they get more than like 2 damage a day. I always look at this Jeep here. I always look at the back of it, 'cause sometimes a boomer likes to spawn there. One went for one there, but it looks like your team popped it. Alright, since you're a shotgun, I'm not sure how many other shotguns your team has, but when your team has mostly Uzis, you should be watching spawns and boomer. Mostly boomer. Because like as you see, like Coach and Nick, they're being aggressive, trying to get damage. So yeah, you're doing a good job here.
Just wash this.
You knew where the boomer was, yet you still looked away. Just gotta trust your gut, bro. Nonetheless, your team's still not boomed. Alright, he's hitting car up. You guys can stay there, you don't have to go forward because the car is kind of fucked. You're treading dangerous territory. Yeah, you didn't have to go forward there. Neither did Nick.
I can't do this on my own. Give me some help.
Because look at his hittable. Look how useless that is. And not only is going forward like unnecessary there, but you kind of went on the right side, the ammo pile side, and that can be scary if they have a charger. Because he can stumble you off, or a smoker can pull you off as well. Yep, there's that charger I was talking about. And then you got pulled off, like I was talking about. I don't know if you do get panicky or if your sensitivity is just pretty high, but sometimes on Survivor and then like on that Hunter, it seems like your mouse is a bit panicky. That could be a result of needing more Hunter practice or something. I don't really know exactly what's going on.
You want boomer or what?
It's not too big of a deal. Some people just have sensitivities like that. Alright, your teammate called for a hit, and so you're going in. Pretty standard. He's got his hittable in, but he took some chip. I don't know. Alright, there's a lot of good boomer spots here. You can get in the tree in the middle of them. You can get on top of the buildings. This is probably... It's probably gonna work, let's be honest. Adam's not ready for it. Yeah, that was crazy. That's not a spot I would typically go for, but it worked. And sometimes the game isn't about always going for the best possible spawn, but the spawn that they're not expecting. Now you have a jockey, so you kind of just... Your tank has 2k health, so you can wait for him a little bit.
Together.
Yeah, tank and jockey together. Hydra's calling it.
Don't pick up rock. Just go. Go. Go, jockey, go.
This should be a wipe between the smoker. Yeah, you gotta get Nick.
Nice.
I think what you had to do there was just assume the tank was gonna have Ellis, I think. And when the smoker pulled Nick, I think you just had to secure that cap real quick. But most of the damage on that tank was because of you, so really good boom again. That is a good boomer spot. You probably could have been more patient with it, just because survivors are very aware of the arc length, the distance. Alright, you're not leading out here, so I'll consider that.
Man, I hate them things. Hunter, go incoming.
And yeah, that's pretty much what it's like when you when you're a shotgun player and you're not the one going out, and that's it. Not really much for you to do. I would honestly just grab Uzi for that hit if you're not going out, and then switch back once the hit's done. Alright, let's see if you're looking at spawns here. You're aware of the roof. Smoker behind you, to the left. Clear the charger first, which is good. Alright, good clears. Alright, looks like you're one of the first people back. You have to be on top of the boomer here.
I guess it.
But I don't think boomer has it yet, so you're good. You're definitely gonna be aware of the boomer spawn you used during your team's tank. But I don't think you have to stand here. Just look how far away from your team you are when you're back here. And like, you're not really accomplishing much by blocking these spawns when your team is up there. Look at this distance. I think more appropriate spawns to watch in this area would be, yeah, the bathrooms, and then the rooms to the left, and on top of where Nick is, kind of. Yep, the boomer was on top of where Nick was. He got a 1 boom. Both hittables are behind you guys, so you can loop around. You can go forward. Oh no. Alright, your team cleared you. So your job is to kill Smoker. Probably post up with the tree. Or here in the fences is even better, actually. Let's be honest, your team probably wasn't shooting tank much when they were boomed and dying. Make sure the hittable can't hit you. Spawns are coming in, good M2. Your teammate ate a dumpster, but it's not your fault.
Focus tank.
Yeah, you had 31%. Your other 2 teammates actually, I don't know what they were shooting, because that tank was alive for so long. Good awareness of the boomer in the safe room. You're looking around as you're picking up, really good. Spawns here. That's a very common rocket boomer. Should be ready for that. Okay, you just absolutely demolished Adam there. Going for the charger level, that's fine, I guess. I would have used my gun more. Looks like melees at this state of the game are just... they're not what they used to be for leveling charges. Like, a well-timed shotgun shot is pretty much what you're gonna get out of a melee swing. Looks like you get to lead here, which is where I'd be able to offer the most advice. Boomer rockets are... Good job with the target switching there. You push shot into the hunter for your team, even though it only did 9 damage. And then you realize it was time to shoot the jockey. I see you going actively trying to get multiple commons in one shot, so really good job there. Yeah, I think you're lagging. I don't think this is me. I think you've struggled with internet issues before in our games. Alright, will you be on boomer duty? Did anyone claim it? Alright, Coach is on boomer duty. But if Coach has an Uzi, honestly, he should be up top. Okay, yeah, you grabbed the Uzi. Good idea, because you're not going to do much with a shotgun from where you... Good awareness. If your teammate didn't pop the boomer, you were. The goal here of the survivors is to keep as much of the catwalk as possible without having to drop. So yeah, you just kind of stay where you are for now. You're doing good shooting tank. Hunter's lit, good damage there. You melt the charger with your teammate. Spawns are mostly clear, so yeah, now you just kill tank. Yeah, there's not much for me to say there. You did pretty much everything right. Alright, your job is to... you gotta keep horde off your teammates who are going up. They killed the charger, which is good. Now you just have to make sure you and your team don't get pulled. Silent jockey, thankfully Hydra cleared you.